Hi Bookie Bears! My name is Priscilla Gian. Thank you for coming to the video. Today's video we're going to talk about all the things that I've learned in my 24 years about friendship. I think that friendship is great. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have friends. It's good to have people that you can rely on, people you can vent to, people who can vent to you, because every relationship, I believe, should be reciprocal. I've already done my eyes and prepped and primed my skin. For sunscreen, I use Laneige. For primer, I use e.l.f. niacinamide primer. What else did I use? I did my eyes. I used this Uma Beauty Black Magic palette, and I used like a really pretty like gold shade in there, and then I used this Jason Woo. It's really beautiful. I honestly should have did my eye makeup on camera, but this is what we've got. And then what you guys need to know is, I don't know if this is like limited edition, but Kiss has this Marilyn Monroe collab, and girl, look at these lashes. Like, I love lashes like this where they start, you know, tapered in and then they flare out. I love a good cat eye. I feel like it complements my eyes the best. But anyways, let's get it started. So let's first start by talking about like all the things I've learned, or just like my friendship history. So when I was a kid, like elementary school, I would move around pretty much every year. And by the way, this is Makeup Forever HD Skin. I use the shade 4Y60. So I would move around a lot as a kid, and I feel like that kind of helped me to not be like so alarmed when friends like come and go, I guess. And it's like, I guess like over time while moving around, I would always feel like, oh, I feel like I have no friends, you know? Like, I would sometimes feel like really lonely and battle feelings of loneliness. But I always had like a really, really good friend when I was a child. Like a friend where like literally our mothers were pregnant at the same time, and basically like we were like built-in friends, but just not siblings. But I have a ton of siblings, and I do consider my siblings my friends, each and every single one of them. But yeah, so that was kind of like my childhood vibe, like, you know, moving every school year, you know, making friends but not really, you know, talking with them after a long period of time. One, because social media, like when I was really, really little, like and younger in like elementary school, was just not a thing. So I mean, unless we was meeting up on Club Penguin, like it wasn't a thing. So basically there's that. And then when I moved on to middle school, I started getting really, really involved with just all the like clubs and organizations in school. I started doing really well in school, also like excelling, and you know, just hanging out with all the athletes, because I was an athlete. I did track and field, and I didn't really care about the sport, but what I did care about was the socializing and the getting to know people. And actually I stayed in that middle school for 2 years, and I feel like, which I think is all of middle school in Indiana, like 2 years, it's 7th and 8th grade, but some schools do 6th, 7th, and 8th. But where I went, it was 7th and 8th. So I was in the same middle school for all the years. And I met two of my very best friends named Roy and Reagan. They're the type of friends where, they're twins by the way, but they're the type of friends who, it's like literally, this is not even like us trying to do this. We're just all really busy and it can be hard. But it's like sometimes you won't talk for a while, but then when you see each other or hear from each other, it's like no time has passed. They're literally my girls, like for real. Love them too. I just saw them like a few weeks ago. I'll have to catch up with them and see how they're doing. But yeah. So I met them and they stuck as lifetime friends. Love them. And then let's move on to high school. High school, I moved to another school district, and I feel like at that school district I had a really tough time making friends, especially freshman year. I think part of this was because my sister, Paige, my oldest sister, you know, came to that school with me, and we had dance class together, and somehow, some way, I don't know how God worked it out, but we always ended up having the same lunch. So I would never, like, I didn't like care to make friends because, like, she's my friend. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. But if you don't have siblings, you wouldn't know what I mean. But if you do have siblings, you would know what I mean. Like, it's just like, she's my friend. Like, why make more? And then, sorry, my nose is like kind of running. So if I step out to go get a tissue, that's why. Okay, so yes, and then I made a few friends in high school that I thought I could consider really good friends, but they just were not, girl. Like, they were fake. They were probably, like, the friends I made in high school, a lot of them probably were like the fakest bunch, like the bunch of friends where I'm like, that some people I wish I never met, because I'm like, girl, like, I didn't even know people could be so conniving. So then let's move on to college. In college, I did a scholarship program where I basically came in and I had a lot of people that I knew. It was like a scholarship program for underrepresented populations here in Indiana. And I think financially you also had to, like, qualify too, because there was like white kids in it. But you know, basically there's that. Like, I went to that program and I was with all my friends. So, like, friends from high school came in with me, and so it was like not hard to make friends because I had them. So I didn't really do a ton of branching out when I first got to college because I felt like I already have friends. And then moving on, when the actual school year starts, because that program was in the summertime, when the actual school year starts, you know, like, I roomed with my very best friend, the childhood birth friend, you know, like, best friend since birth. And that was crazy because I learned that it is absolutely true that, you know, you should not room with, you know, your best friend or any friends at all, because living together is a different story than hanging together, or even if you spend the night at each other's homes for like days on end. It's very different. Like, literally, I'm trying to help you, please listen to me, boo. If you're thinking about moving in with your friends, like, literally don't do that. Like, just don't. This right here is the Tarte Sculpt Tape. It's really good. I don't know what happened to this, what I just did right here, but I'm gonna have to bring this down. Okay. There's that. Okay, also, this is random, but yesterday I went to Target and so many white people were like, your hair is so pretty. I was confused because I was like, this is how I usually wear it. Like, what makes it prettier than normal? Because usually no one says anything. Like, and I would honestly low-key prefer it that way, because it's like, what? Was there like a PSA that was like, compliment the nearest black person's hair? Like, what happened there? You know? I don't know. So now this is how I contour my nose. And I hate to say it, but it kind of looks like a pee-pee. Like, you know what I mean? Don't tell my mom I said that. Anyways, so yes, I room with that friend, and that goes crazy. And then we signed a lease together, and that goes crazy. And if she watches this, she knows we went through like a rough patch, and we're way better now. Like, that friendship also survived, so I will say she's definitely still a lifetime friend. But, you know, during the time, it was really rough because we just could not get along, and it was really difficult, really crazy. Uh-oh. Where am I now in this story after getting that disruptive call, I should say. So, yes, there's that. And I made a ton of other friends, like, on our floor in our dorm my freshman year, and those people I still talk to. So that's kind of what I learned there. So first things first, I learned that some friends you will fall out with, and that is okay. I think in life we go through stages, and it's okay to do so. And falling out with people is perfectly normal. Sometimes you outgrow people, sometimes those people outgrow you, and sometimes it's just all meant to be a lesson, or sometimes people is meant to be a blessing. Like, it really is just a matter of, you know, just taking life at it as it is. So my mom always says something where she says, like, wear life loosely. So for me, anytime I feel like I would fall out with a friend, it would be like the hugest deal to me, and I would just literally just feel like, oh my god, it's awkward if you run into them, it's weird, it's crazy, it's you know, it's just like, oh, like, why did we have to stop being friends? Because listen, I'm perfect. Like, it was never me. I was never the problem. I'm kidding, you know, because also now as a grown-up, I realize that we all have roles we play in relationships. Now, I think sometimes some falling outs are solely on the other person, but oftentimes, you know, it's like there are some things you could have done, maybe communicating, or maybe even setting, you know, better boundaries could also be part of it. But in the meantime, you know, it's just, we're all just trying to make it. We're all just trying to make it. Another thing I learned was, you know, it's a biblical principle. Don't cast your pearl before swine. I feel like when I was a lot younger, I would oftentimes go above and beyond for people who literally would not do the same for me. I went to this like church sermon in college, and this lady was saying, why do you cross oceans for people who wouldn't step over a puddle for you? And then when she said that, I was like, that hurts. Because I don't know why I'm like that, but sometimes if I love people, I will do anything for them, and sometimes people take advantage of people like that. So if you're somebody who would do such for others, be careful and reserve your energy for yourself. And you know, sometimes you just feel like you just have to put love on people, but really, if you just feel like that, give love to yourself, because that's honestly maybe what you could be lacking as well. Just like, because you feel like you need to give so much to others, you know, like, make sure that you're giving it to yourself, and that you're not overexerting yourself for people who will not do the same. And you know, relationships aren't always going to be 50-50 where like you both put in, you know, that, or you know, not everyone's going to show up as 100% their best. But I think that's what I mean by 50-50. Like, everyone shows up as their best self, but like in friendship, strictly friendship, what we're talking about. But you know, I think it's just a matter of being sure in yourself for the things that you will accept and the things that you will not accept. And so, you know, if you know that you're a great friend, you know, don't have somebody's back when they are being a bad friend to you. That's not cool, and you deserve better. Just know that. And this right here, I feel like I haven't been saying what the products are. This blush was the Juvia's Place blush. Juvia's Place has great blush. Now, the only thing about the packaging is that it rubs off really quick, like the gold pattern here, and then like literally like the label is just not there anymore. So not that that really matters that much, but sometimes, you know, you want the label to be on there. So then I use this Urban Decay Quickie concealer, and today we're not going to put a lot. Usually I put a lot more, but since I put my my blush on first, I don't want to like overpower it. And then I'm gonna go right here in the middle of my nose. I already contoured, as you were, you know, witness to. So yeah, there's that. We already have our eyes on and stuff, so you know, we don't have to do a whole lot. I'll probably have to re-stick down the inner corners. I use this this Kiss lash glue liner, and it's really good, but it's a new one, so sometimes it takes a while for like all the good juices to get into like the felt tip. So that's where I'm at right now, girl. Like, I had to get a new one because I lost it. Like, and really, you know who the culprit was? My little sister. My little sister took it. Love her, but I'm like, every time I let her borrow something, it goes missing. Like, where is it? Where is it? Also, she has a YouTube channel. Her name is Patterson. I'll link it down below if she like actually decides to launch it. Like, this girl, we've been trying to get her to do the influencer thing for a long time, and she just does not listen to us. Love her, but you hard-headed, girl. You hard-headed. Literally hard-headed. All right. And then I think the last thing I want to say is that one of the last things I want to say is that friendship is, you know, it helps you learn so much about yourself. It helps you learn, you know, what you're willing to accept, how you're willing to accept it. It helps you learn like the capacity you have to love others. It helps you learn how you communicate, and those are all really great things, and it's a great thing to learn about yourself. Also, like, if you don't have a bae, you know, it's good to practice a lot of your communication skills in friendship and setting your boundaries in friendships, and just in general, like, setting boundaries is so important, and it's just a part of life that is inevitable. There will always be somebody that you have to say, "'Cause no, you didn't, and you're not gonna do it, babe." So, you know, that's just, even in the workplace, you gotta set boundaries a lot. So hold on, cause y'all see this complexion. Don't do me. Y'all know what's eating. It's eating. So, yeah, I do want to say I think the best is yet to come. For me, I feel like I'm at a place where, you know, like in your early-ish and mid-ish 20s, I feel like a lot of times, like, you're going through transition phases. Like, everyone's doing different things. Like, some of my friends are literally married. Some of my friends literally have children. You know, I happen to be the friend who's in grad school and figuring a lot of those type of life details out, figuring out what's next. I'm on dating apps. You know, some of my friends have long-term boyfriends, or, you know, living with their boyfriends, and stuff like that. But, you know, it's crazy just like how life just, you know, changes for everybody, how it's just always, you know, so different, especially now. I mean, I do think there will be a time where everybody kind of like evens out. I feel like that'll be like mid-30s, where it's just like, okay, like now we're all married, now we all have children, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's so different. So right now, I would say my friendship goals are looking towards, you know, like looking towards finding friends who are like me. So recently I went to this Black Grad Student Association mixer. Oh, I use Jason Wu powder too. It's really, really good. Oh, I spilt it. I always spill my powders. I don't know what it is about me, but I just do that by accident. So Jason Wu powder. But yeah, I went to the Black Grad Student Association. Let's cut our nose. Boop, bop. And I met a lot of people who are similar to me, like, you know, in the stage where they're like still trying to figure things out. Obviously, we're all still in school, and, you know, it's just, we're on different pages than most people, and school is like a challenge in itself. So they really understand the time demand. They really understand really what, you know, I'm going through too. So we all kind of like planned to meet up and go to like this candle making place. So hopefully that'll be like a fun experience, and we get to bond more there and talk more there. I just think, you know, it's time to like really put myself out there, and I think that's a really important thing to do when you're in your early 20s. And I have decided that I'm no longer going to complain about where I am or where I'm not. It's about taking action. And, you know, my thing is, if you take action, it's only a matter of time before some good things, hold on, let me look at my calendar. Something came up, girl. It's only just a matter of time before something great happens, because you're putting forth the effort, you're putting forth the intention. And I feel like when you do those things, God blesses you, because, you know, your intention is to improve, your intention is to put yourself out there, and so the good things will come to you. It's literally biblical principle. And yeah, so there's that, boo. So yeah, I decided I'm no longer going to complain about where I am or where I am not, and it's just time to, you know, stop talking about it, stop complaining about it, and just be about it. Because I was telling my mom the other day, like, you know, I sometimes feel really lonely. They're only about an hour away from where I am. But like I was just saying, like sometimes I feel like really lonely and I don't really have a ton of friends here. And then my job is just so like demanding too that I just, you know, it's just hard. It can be hard. So, you know, she just was like, you know, you only have a year left in the school, and you know, my hope is that by the time I graduate from grad school that I'll be like, oh, you know, like I just really wish that, you know, I just had more time with all my friends. Like I want it to be like a place that I miss rather than a place where I'm like, ooh, finally, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what I am looking towards. I was gonna say, this is random in a side note, but like, what do you guys think about like expiration dates on makeup? Because I feel like a lot of people, some, not a lot, but some people are really like strict about it, but other people are like whatever. Like for me, I'm kind of like whatever. Like if it's just me using it, you know, I don't really care. But if it's like, you know, if I'm using it like on a client, because I do makeup on the side, girl, I do everything. But you know, if it's like me using it on a client, sometimes I will throw things out. But you just really have to like watch the products rather than like, you know, just what the suggestion says on the side. But hold on, I'm looking for my lip gloss and I can't seem to locate her. I use lip gloss from my mom's brand. Her brand is called Mona Jean, and it's really, really good. Like I talk about it in almost every video, and I use it in almost every video. And to be honest, I'm gonna need for her to restock, because girl, like it's good stuff. Like, give me a second, editor. Okay, well, I couldn't find my lip gloss, and that's so annoying because I love that lip gloss. So instead I'm going to use this MAC combo that I love, and I forgot to put, you know, accentuate my beauty mark. I literally shake when I do that because it's like I want it to be perfect. Okay, so there's that, and this is the shade Come Over, and it's like a really beautiful pink shade. Okay. So as you can see, it's very pink. Sometimes I'm not really too fond of it, but it's pretty. Like if you have like a really good liner with it, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. So hold on. Okay, yeah, that's cute. And then I'm gonna top it off with MAC Oh Baby gloss. I love MAC. My mom used to work there when I was little, and she's hilarious. She is hilarious. She used to always bring home like fun little lip glosses and stuff, and you know, I've always been a girly girl, so I was always playing in the stuff. But you guys, this is the look. This is the look. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you heard something healing, you know, throughout the process. Oh wait, we can't forget. We cannot forget. Setting spray. And I use this fan that I literally got from the dollar store. So yes, guys, this is the look. Hopefully you guys heard something that resonates with you, but that's been kind of like my journey, you know. It's, life is a highway and I'm gonna ride it all night long, you know. If you're going my way, I don't know the rest of the words actually, but anyways, you know, that is where I'm at. And you know, I'm always hopeful. I'm always expecting great things, good connections. So yeah, and you guys are my friends too. Thank you so much. I hope that you subscribe. I hope that you hit like so that YouTube can suggest me to people just like you, you know, amazing, beautiful girly pops. And not me losing my train of thought. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Priscilla_G_. Follow me on TikTok, Priscilla_G___. And yeah, stay blessed, stay cute. This is a look for today. It's a Wednesday, and this will probably go up tonight. So I will see you guys soon. Bye.